There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State, as we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Cyclones will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. I mean, critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. On target. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. motion from the wide receiver. Used the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for him, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Gets rid of it. Got his man. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Leaves it with the back. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Iowa State. That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast at the quarterback spot. Now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious. I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
It's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Gets it out quickly. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I...
Oh, he's got some space. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Using his legs, it's Erickson. Picks up the first down, still moving. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
An explosive play in the running game as as he's got the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want.
Touchdown, Miami! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Setting the offense back out. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Quick strike complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This tight end's a weapon because he can give you yak after the catch. You see him break that tackle? That was pretty impressive, showing off his athleticism.
They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Going to swing it on second down. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Finds his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Looking down the middle. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see.
Trying to rumble in. Touchdown, Cyclone! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Bulldozes his way through. Breaks into the open. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Erickson. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Looking to fire. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Snagged out of the air. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Escapes the sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive, and he should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Fires to the wideout. He's got him this time. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there. Pressure coming.
Gets it out fast. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He turns that loose down the right side. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Iowa State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. touchback, the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Hurricanes will boot away to start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half. There he goes. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Cyclones. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Alabama looks like a legit title contender right now, which they kind of do every year, but man, this offense is rolling. They're up 14 over Florida State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Off-play action on first down. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. They just can't seem to cover this guy. He keeps getting open, even when he's running out. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Hurricanes have a lot of options on second and inches. Finding open areas. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. To the ground. He's got it again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Well, he has been the go-to guy all game long. He has been lighting up the scoreboard. This defense cannot cover him.
The Canes are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Erickson. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got room to work. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why...
Turning it on! They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got his man on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Hand off from the shotgun. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Miami!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Zings it complete to the right. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Wide open downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He'll do it himself. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll run it from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder.
Lets it fly. Grabs it inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Out of the end zone. tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. They'll run play action. Got his man. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Caught in the backfield. It's Erickson. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete. Because he made the catch, but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
Plucks it out of the air. Bounced off his feet.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, I think this running back has proved in this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? And a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
Quarterback extends the play. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Got his man. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it. And the
quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss.
I tell you what, you got to love the way this defense attacks downhill. I mean, they see QB run, they pull the trigger. They're not waiting. There's not a lot of guys standing around watching, playing so fast, stringing that thing out, nowhere to go with the football. He can't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40.
Man, what a big play by the running back. Nice decision by the quarterback. He sees all the space in front, hands off the football. The running back does the rest, just chewing up yards. Great job hitting the correct hole, and you could see the speed on the huge pickup.
They'll ride the hot hand.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Will they try to win it here or be content to play for overtime? They'll power it inside with the fullback. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
They'll run the sneak for it. Touchdown, Cyclones! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. The Hurricanes in the hurry up. Wants to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Canes.
And with that touchdown, you could hear a pin drop in the stadium. The home field crowd taken out of it right away. If they get the extra point, they tie it up. What a momentum-shifting touchdown by the offense.
And they'll try to win it right here with the two-point conversion, and this crowd is electric trying to stop them. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Miami.
And they're going to go for 2 and try to decide it right now. They'll go to the air. He makes the grab. The two-point try is good, and they take the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this.